Look at that! 14.4 volts! Woo! I was rudely interrupted during my Mercedes C36 project by this awesome beast, my LR3 HSE 4.4. To be honest, I kind of knew something was coming. The radio would go into a low power mode once in a while. Just weird stuff would pop up once in a while on the display, like transmission fault, this, that, whatever. That's all kind of indicative of low voltages in the charging system. And then the biggest thing was this thing would whine, especially when it was cold. You could hear a bit of a whine coming from the engine. So I kind of figured the alternator was on its way out. So I ordered one, and sure as hell, 2 days later, I get stuck with this thing at a gas station with a broken alternator. My transmission just went into limp mode. As you can see the F there, I guess it stands for fault. Battery light is on. Suspension went into haywire mode. And obviously this fan is just blowing like crazy under the hood. You can hear it. I'm just going to the gas station. You can see I'm out of gas, but I'm stuck in like second gear, so I can't go very fast. I'm taking the side roads here. Yeah, so we'll have to look into this right away here. But the stupidest thing ever, when this thing started acting up, even though the battery light wasn't on or nothing else was happening, it was just whining a little bit, the radio would go into low power mode. Right now I can crank the radio all the way up, even though apparently this thing is right out. But yet the radio now works properly. The gas station shut it off to get gas. Now she won't go anywhere. I think the battery is too low to actually start it. So we're gonna have to boost it. Oh, this sucks. So obviously the battery died. I basically limped it home. I'm gonna start with a fresh battery once I get this thing in. Hopefully it fits. And then the other thing I did, or I'm gonna do, is check the alternator fuse. It looks like it's the number 20. It's a 5 amp. Nothing wrong with it. So we're gonna assume that the alternator is fried. I'm not gonna run any tests on this. Blah blah blah. These alternators are pulse width modulated or some nonsense engineering invention. I'm just gonna slap a new alternator in and hope for the best. This is another bloody mystery. Me with my manufacturing background, I cannot understand how I could buy something like this off of Amazon, brand new with warranty, for 96 bucks. Shipped to my door in Canada. And that's $96 Canadian. I mean, in my manufacturing shop, we wouldn't be able to make a pulley like this for 90 bucks. Let alone a whole thing with regulators and everything. So this might still be a whatever, but my whole plan was to pull the old alternator out of the Land Rover. I ordered a rebuild kit for it, so that's coming. Rebuild that one, so I have an original, and then just slap in something in between. I literally couldn't find one cheaper than this at a record. So hopefully this fits and hopefully it works, and then in the meantime we'll rebuild our other one. I still can't believe, I don't understand. There's like literally this is a mystery. And I only lifted the right or passenger side of the car to get to this cover. You guys will have to remove this top cover here. 6mm, 4 6mm bolts. And then I removed this thing here, but I don't think you have to because the tensioner is actually right in there. I removed it so I have easier access, but use your discretion. Okay guys, there's 2 tensioners to release the belt when you're facing the engine, such as I am right now. You want to undo the right one. So it's a 3/8 drive. Just put your ratchet in there and pull, and then the second person has to be down there by the alternator pulling the belt off. So there's this little plastic cover right there that goes on here, and it exposes the alternator. This is kind of a pain in the butt. If you have your bottom skid plates off, it might be easier, should be easier, but I think I can get it. 2 bolts on the bottom, 1 just above the pulley, and then the power and the plug-in on the back side. Of course, disconnect your battery before you do this. Okay guys, the alternator is out. Overall, not too bad. Everything is a 13mm. This top bolt here was kind of a pain in the ass. The 2 bottom ones, which are right here, came out easy access to those. This is a 13mm nut. Pull the little red power cable off, and then on the back side you've got this plug-in. On the bottom you have a little clip, so you need to press the clip and then pull this out. Sometimes you press it, just kind of wiggle it to get it out. It's kind of a pain because you can't see this. You almost have to feel it and press it and yank it out. It came out no problem. But look at this, guys. This is exactly the same bloody thing. I can't believe somebody can make this for $96 Canadian. I'm gonna post a link for this. But if this works, then this is an unbelievable value here. Regardless, like I said, I have a rebuild kit coming for this. I mean, wow, this looks exactly the same. I have a rebuild kit coming for this one. So I'll wash this one out, and once the rebuild kit comes, maybe I'll post a video or something how I change it. I think it comes with the bearing and the regulator and all that stuff. But I mean, geez, either somebody made a mistake or this is some sort of a dud. Anyway, we'll slap this back in. My $96 beauty is in. As I said, nothing much to this, about an hour. I just gotta put the belt back on and we'll see if this actually works. And yeah, she's all back together now. Put my booster pack on this. Sitting at 12.6 volts right now. We'll start it up and see if this sucker is actually putting out a proper charge. And let's see if all the lights went out. Okay, moment of truth here. Oh, looky here. Nothing. Well, let's see where she's at. One good thing, there's no line at all. Look at that! 14.4 volts! Woo! Super quiet and no fan coming on. that fan would go on immediately when you started the car, even if it was -20 below. So that is a good sign. Put the cover back on and call this job done today.